Hey guys, Matt here. Right, it's time to sort this scale thing out. Enough of the scale. So here's the thing. So over the last few weeks, I had lots of conversations in my private members group, and it really opened up a can of worms around thought processes and quite literally brainwashing that's obviously occurred in many people's lives around this idea that we need to be weighing ourselves, and that is the measure of success. Okay, which is such a sad thing, mainly because of the emotion it's clearly having on people, not in a good way, but also because it's such a poor measure of success. And that's really what I wanted to get to the root of. Is number one, when you are setting weight loss goals, health goals, we really need to get to the root of the real reason why we actually want to achieve that particular result. And then that becomes the goal. It's as simple as that. We have this thing at LPT called the LMF goal setting formula, which is look, move, and feel. Okay, we're actually bringing out a journal soon where you can actually go through this. But basically it means that you set a look goal, you set a move goal, and you set a feel goal. It's actually the feel goal that for me is the most important, because no one wants to lose weight, no one wants to get fit, everyone wants to get the feeling that those things give them. Okay, so if that becomes the goal, that should be the focus. And if that becomes the focus, then you don't need to spend the rest of your life or every morning stepping on the scales as the metric of success. If your goal for losing weight is because you want to be able to run around with the children, or be able to kind of walk up and down the stairs at work without getting out of breath, or you just want to feel kind of internally good about yourself, like you look in the mirror and you like the way you look, for instance, those are much more what we call outcome goals. What happens, and the biggest problem with people's mindsets, and this is quite honestly, this is being created out of the diet industry. All the diet clubs want you to weigh yourself. It's ridiculous, to be quite honest. But let me give you an example. I weigh about a stone less now than I did 10 years ago when I was at my leanest. Right? So when I was at 10 years ago, I was very much into weight training, very much into physique, being in my mid-20s. Aesthetics meant a lot to me. I probably hit about 9-10% body fat at my best. Okay, almost a six-pack, not quite. Probably now and again maybe it was there, but I don't have a six-pack now. Maybe two, maybe 3 or 4 if on a good day, but I'm definitely don't have the muscle mass that I have then. I'm definitely not as lean. Okay, and that's because, and hence why I've lost nearly a stone in the last 10 years. Okay, now cancer obviously had a bit to do with that, because I lost a lot of weight during that time. The point is this. Okay, a lot of people would judge me maybe if I told them that I'm a stone lighter. They think that's a good thing, right? But if I had a choice today, yeah, I'd have another kind of 4 or 5 kilos more of muscle on me. Okay, it's not something I actually personally, my goals have changed. Right, I'm a father, I have children now, so mobility is really important to me, more so than aesthetics. So the scale weight means kind of nothing to me. I'm more concerned with, can I run? Can I move my body? Can I play with my children? Do I have energy all day long? Do I feel good mentally? Those are the goals. That's more the outcome that I'm looking for. So going back to the big problem with just focusing on the scale, that's what we call LPT a process goal. Okay, now it may sound like I'm telling you to never weigh yourself again. That's not the case. I think scales are a good metric for some people, but I think they're one metric of many. Okay, and so we need to be looking at the outcome goal first. What do I actually want in, say, 6 or 12 months' time? How do I want to feel, look, move, and feel? Right? the vision of my best future self in 12 months time. Use that as a starting point, and then you set your process goals to get there. So one process goal might be, in alignment with movement and exercise. So it might be you're going to commit to what our LPT members do. They're going to commit to 3 times a week of training. Okay, that might be one process goal. Another process goal might be to do with tracking. Okay, so that may be you do your hip and waist ratio, and maybe once a month you step on the scales. Yeah, so that becomes a process goal. It becomes part of the process. But you understand then that also there are so many other things that can affect your weight loss, that by just measuring scale weight alone actually is detrimental, actually makes things worse, because a lot of people aren't aware. Stress, lack of sleep, digestive issues, all of these things can actually completely bring weight loss to a halt in many ways. Okay, if your cortisol levels are high and you're constantly stressed, your body will cling on to any bit of body fat it can. So you trying to cut calories and go to the gym all the time, right, which is stressing the body more, is actually going to slow down weight loss. So next time you step on the scales and you see that the scales don't move and you get pissed off more, right, so you think, oh, I need to eat even less, I need to exercise more, you're going, like, goals are that way, you're going that way. Okay, so you're not getting anywhere. So it's a really poor metric of success. So just to round things up, step 1, what's your vision? What's the big outcome goal? How do you want to feel? How do you want to look, move, and feel in the long run? Okay, then work backwards. What will be the process goals to get there? Okay, what needs to happen? What needs to be true to achieve or get closer to that? Okay, so there's going to be some exercise involved. There's going to be some nutritional process goals. So it might be, okay, well, I'm going to eat 80% of my foods from whole foods. That might be a starting process. The thing about process goals is they can change. Okay, so you might start by losing a stone. Like, we've had a few guys on our current 6-week program just lost a stone just by going single ingredient foods. Simple. But then things change. Your body changes. What you need to do to get from A to B is not the same to get from B to C, right? So this is the big misconception, is people think all the changes that they made to achieve the first result, maybe the first stone, are the same changes they need to continue making to lose the next stone. No, it doesn't work like that. Okay, so we need to maybe manipulate macronutrients, we need to maybe manipulate your training. Okay, but let's start by simplifying. We don't need to complicate it too much at this point. Setting goals is dead simple. Create a vision, look, move, and feel. Set those process goals. And my big recommendation is get a coach or get a buddy who you can keep accountable to. Okay, and you can work with them. Or if you're local to Kettering, Northampton, we are here. Okay, that's what we do. We're a coaching team first and foremost. We help people get in the best shape of their life by taking a holistic approach to health, happiness, and high performance. Have a good day.